Hello and welcome on Swishing the Nets, Sri Lanka's first ever basketball talk show on ThePapare.com. It's a special edition, ladies and gentlemen, and we have a special guest joining today in this Sri Lanka's first ever basketball talk show, Swishing the Nets. There's a lot of ways to introduce him. Teammates call him Ruma, and then he left the country way back in 2011. He was the MVP for 3 consecutive years in 2007, 2008, and 2009 in the International Schools Basketball League. And I'm pretty sure when I keep on telling this stuff, you will have an idea who it is. All the way from States, he's here for a short stay. Joining with us today on Swishing the Nets is Rumesh Senanayake. Rumesh, welcome on ThePapare.com. It's nice having you today.
I really appreciate you having me, so I'm really honored to be on your show. So
we have a lot to talk about, Rumesh, but let's first get to the crucial question. You're back in Sri Lanka. You came back to Sri Lanka in December.
Correct.
But you played some competitive basketball again in Sri Lanka for the first time since you left in 2011. Last weekend, the 3-on-3 competition.
Correct.
So how has it been, the recent experience playing in Sri Lanka? What do you think Sri Lankan basketball has changed, improved?
Correct.
What's your ideas?
I honestly think it has improved for the better. Because when I left, even a small fun fact was when I left in 2011, the average height of young players or any player was 5'10". Now when I see the youngsters in 17 and only 18 years old, they're 6'2", 6'3", and with the potential they have, especially watching the young youth play this 3-on-3, I think it's great to see what the future for basketball is in Sri Lanka.
Okay, so let's get back to where you started. You started playing basketball in the 3rd grade. Your brother started playing before you. You wanted to outsmart him. That's why you get onto the game. So,
Correct.
So that's the story there. Did you outsmart him eventually? How did it go?
So I did outsmart my brother, but no. I mean, he's always when I was much younger, he's always been my role model. You know, if he does anything, I want to do it back. So first time when he started swimming, that was my like, wait, I gotta do swimming too. Then the next he started basketball, so I'm like, wait, I gotta do that now. And so, but which was a great thing because the rest is history. I'm here, but overall, I think with his competitive side and my competitive side, we were both feeding on each other, and then so we are here.
So from that particular point onwards, you developed your sport to become the most valuable player for 3 consecutive years, 2007, 2008 and 2009 in the International Schools Basketball League. So that momentum and that consistency is tough to maintain for 3 years. It's not like cricket, it's basketball, very quick game, and you have a big break from one season to another. What's the secret?
To be honest, I think consistency is the key. The process, day in and day out, putting the hard work and just taking shots or just going out in the hot sun and just practice, I think is the key. And you show up every day willing to listen to your coach and grow as a person, as a player, as a leader. I think that there's no limit. So my drive for hunger to be the best and eventually being the best, I was like, yes. And also having that certain goal in mind, I want to be the best player in Sri Lanka, that drove me every day. So that's, I think, is the secret of my successness for basketball here.
Since you spoke about practice, you have said, and I quote, that you like practices more than any matches.
I do.
Why do you like practices more than matches?
There's a saying like, practice makes perfect, right? Or practice makes permanent. I think that's absolutely true, where if you want to achieve something in a match or a tournament, unless you practice, you're not gonna do that in matches. With practice, I believe you get the confidence as well as the mindset, oh wait, I've done this before, why not go in the matches and do the same thing? And even with practice with teammates, you're much more comfortable playing in the tournament. So
in 2007 you get selected to the national pool. And when you get selected, you say you were a good player. There's no doubt about that. There's no question about that. But you say when you came out of that coaching camp, you were not a good player, you were a confident player. What changed in you?
In 2007, with the 1989 batch, I was coached by Rumesh from St. Joseph. Great coach. We had so much practice. Like, that's my first national tournament, and we were day in and out, morning, afternoon, evening. So that's 3 times a day or 2 times a day. a fun fact. So Roshan sir, Randim sir, he used to have a broomstick, right? So I was like 2 feet away from the three-point line, and he used to hold the broomstick right up, so I had to get my jump shot. So I believe he made my jump shot where it is right now. But yeah, with that and going through the tournament, the whole experience, looking at the broad picture and experience outside abroad players, when I came out of it, I'm like, yes, because I knew I got the confidence. Wait, if I put going again back to practice, if I put this much effort and going out there and with the confidence play with these abroad players and knowing that I can score big points, when I came home, I was like, yes, a much better experience and a greater player. So.
Since you spoke about the three-pointer, now I
Correct.
know you followed the NBA greats Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Bill Russell for your hook shot, and I know you can dunk with your height, no question.
Correct.
But you like the three-pointer very much.
Correct.
Why?
Correct. I aspire to be like Klay Thompson. He's the one player at Golden State Warriors. You know, he moves a lot with off the ball, on the ball screen, which I love because I think I play like him. So he has, I believe, mastered the three-point shot, just like Steph Curry, but his angles are very different. So I aspire to be like him because he can shoot on the move, so my talent is on that as well. Over time, I've grown to be like that, so that's someone who aspire to be.
You leave the country in 2011 to States. That was your
Correct.
dream from the small days. Go to States, play basketball, improve as much as you can. So walk us through your basketball life in United States now.
Correct. So much younger, dream was always go to the States, go for higher studies and college, and if possible, play for the NBA. So when I left in 2011, when I got there, I went to a college called Northwest University. It was in Seattle, Washington. I did get on the team and I was asked to play, and I got a limited scholarship. Because I was an international student, the scholarship was not enough financially to fund the rest of the years. So what I had to do was I had to decline the offer. I had to move to a different college. It's called a junior college, where I did my 2 year and I got my associate's degree. But unfortunately, there was no basketball at that college. So over time, during that 2012 and 2013, I had to die down my basketball, concentrate on my studies, work, find a way to fund myself as well. Then in 2014, basketball is in my blood. I can't let that go. I was like, oh, maybe I'll let it go, but no. So in 2014 and 2015, that's why I started coming back up, and I made some teammates. My friends were playing basketball outside, so I just played some pickup games. End of 2015 and towards 2016, that's where I started getting serious. More tournaments, more 3-on-3 competitions towards all of United States. Then I currently play at a professional league, meaning it's called a pro-amp. So that's where ex-college players, professionals players just come play during certain summertime, wintertime, and the springtime. So it's a lot of competition, which is great because you want to have someone you want to look forward to play against to better yourself. So.
You're not selected in the national pool that was announced recently. If you get a call back from the federation saying come back, play for Sri Lanka, are you going to come back?
In a heartbeat. It's, over time, since I've grown as a leader, as a player, as a teammate, I've realized what's important. Maybe when I left, I'm like, okay, I might, but right now, it'll be an honor to play for Sri Lanka, and if I do get that call, I'll absolutely come back.
I like the word you use. It's not yes, you said in a heartbeat. It's more quicker than a yes. In a heartbeat, it's more quicker than yes.
Correct.
Rumesh, most memorable memory?
It's going to be a tough one, so I'm going to keep short and sweet. 3. I'll give you 3.
Okay.
So we went to China, Macau. That was in 2009, and we faced tough teams, great players, and we played against China. Right, China, great team. They trash every team by 30+ points. But this time, 1991 batch was amazing. Great players, great athletes. We only lost to China by 6 points. It was an amazing achievement. Even though we lost, we knew that our value and the team where we practice put in so much. The second would be we played the same tournament, China, Macau. We went to India, and it was so awesome because we beat them by almost 30 points. I don't think we've ever done that, arguably, I'm not sure, but I think we beat them by 30 points, and it was an amazing achievement. The first would be, I would say, this last year, 2016. I don't know if you know Jamal Crawford. He's from LA Clippers.
Yes.
And I was playing at a pickup game, just random over in the night. He just walked into the gym. I'm like, wait a minute, right? So he comes up and he suits up and he plays. And I'm just competing against him, and we go for a jump ball, and it went out of both of our hands, so we got to shoot for it. He's like, here you go, you shoot for it. So he's right next to me, and I'm like, okay. So I just pulled up and I shot the three, and I just went in. I'm like, yes. Took the ball, walked away. So I would say meeting him and playing against him is amazing. You know, he's all what you see on TV is what you get. So that was kind of in three. I know the most memorable is hard, but I guess those are the three most things that I look.
Future plans? Are we going to see the name Rumesh Senanayake on NBA?
You know, that would be the dream. You never know. I'm going to achieve for it, right? Why not? So I'm going to achieve for it. That's my big dream. You know, I'm going to concentrate on my process, everyday practice, and keeping the process. And then if the outcome is NBA, why not? But
how's your practice session, Rumesh, with your future plan, hitting it up to NBA? So how's your practice session rolling up?
To be honest, my wife, Ruthie, she's my coach.
Okay.
She knows ins and outs because I've been there and practiced with her so many times. So I in the mornings, what I do is I go shoot around. And every week, 3 times a week, I go play pickup games with great players. So I know that once I practice, I can put that into the matches that I play. And so I keep that consistent. It's hard because with work and stuff, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So I make sure to keep consistently practicing. And but yeah, I work out early mornings and I do gym sessions in the afternoon and stuff like that. So
in terms of giving back to the sport, not coming back and playing for the national pool, but as a coach, maybe sharing your experience in States, any plans, any ideas?
You know, over time, that's my goal. This basketball as a sport has given me so much in life. I don't think I'll be here talking to you as a leader or a player if it wasn't for basketball. That's taught me so many things in life. I would be a fool if I do not give back and show the young players what it can do for you for your life. So going back to your point, yes, over time, once I'm financially stable and I have the capability of traveling back and forth, that's my goal. Even to fund teams or bring coaches, educate the players, because I believe guidance for the young players, it's all about youth. It's all about the youth. I want to concentrate because their youth is our future, right? So the guidance, I believe, is the key that I want to bring to Sri Lanka, and kind of maybe as a coach or developer or a basketball developer, but it'll be somewhere that I'll be teaching someone.
Any advice to a youngster that you need to give up who's just taking up the sport?
I would say be consistent. Keep showing up. You know, when you start something, as you might know, it's gonna take hard work and perseverance to get through it. Because yeah, you're gonna hit a wall someday or another, you know, but willing to climb that wall and go again, you get another big wall, you climb that and go again. Whatever it is, just show up and be consistent. Listen to your coaches, listen to the grown-ups that who's trying to mentor you and always kind of mold you into the person they think you're going to be. So I think just showing up for practice and just listening, be a student of the game. Always, it's never too early to be a student of the game. So I think that would be something I would tell the youngsters.
One final question, Rumesh.
Yeah.
From the 3rd grade up to today, 2017, way back from the early 2000s.
Correct.
There should be a lot of people that you need to thank to for your journey.
Yeah.
Let's remind the most significant and important names.
If I had one by one name, we would be here the whole day, to be honest. But to be honest, Lalum, I'm blessed. Blessed in every aspect of my way. I have friends who love me and support me like any day. You know, they are for me just like brothers and sisters, right? So just the people, I'm sorry if I do not mention their name, but just the people I've grown up with, being my teammates or my friends have been so amazing to me. And then going to the people I want names to be out there is my mom, Delane. You know, she brought me and my brother to this situation, and we are always grateful and thankful to her. She's a strong woman. So we are always amazed by her. Then the second would be my older brother, Rumesh Senanayake, and he's been a pillar in my life that I can always lean on to, no matter what. He's always gonna be there. You know, his care for me is contagious, and so I just thank him from the bottom of my heart. And not last but least, my wife Ruthie. You know, we've been there. We left state 2011, and been there through thick and thin, through the hardships, the best times, and she's always been there with me. You know, to be honest, I wouldn't be here today at this tournament if it wasn't for her. What I mean by that is, because it's very expensive coming here, taking a huge chance, not even knowing that I might be selected, but that's the opportunity I wanted to take. When I told her, wait, I have this, I want to go, she's like, let's do it. She gave me the word. I'm like, okay, that's all I needed. The rest is history. And so that the support that I get, not only from her, not only from my brother, my mom, it's just amazing how I've been so blessed to even just, I smile when I say this, because it's just amazing how much the family and the close community I have. Just, I can go on for days, but just, yeah, so just to say that.
Thank you, Rumesh, for joining with us. And I do, of course, wish that moment where you would turn around in a heartbeat and come play for Sri Lanka happens really soon.
I will.
So that Sri Lanka basketball will be in a really better place for the future. Thank you once again for joining with us and sharing your experience during this short stay.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Pleasure is all mine.
Yeah.
And of course, I do believe that you will enjoy your short stay in Sri Lanka.
I will.
And for all our viewers, when we join again with the episode 5, it will be New Year. So wishing all our viewers a very happy New Year. May this year be prosperous and fulfill all your dreams. And of course, interestingly, on episode 5, we will have the women's national pool. And when we come back to the New Year, we will have the men's national pool on this side and the women's national pool on this side. So a lot to talk about Sri Lanka basketball, on how practices are going to be, and what are the steps Sri Lanka Basketball Federation will be taking on with these two national pools. So a lot to talk about in the New Year. So stay tuned on Swishing the Nets, as we will take you through the Sri Lankan and the international basketball scene. As always, keep bowling until next time we meet you, and also keep sharing the passion together with us.